Hello and what is up everyone, it is Hachi from the Art of Dota, and in this video I'm going to be doing a full breakdown for the new gameplay update for Dota 2 7.09. I told you guys I would be doing these bi-weekly patch notes analysis videos, and in addition I plan on doing some more content apart from this video as well on just this particular update. But let's just get right into it. This is a very short update. This is actually the full update page, and there's no changes anything to heroes themselves, but there's a small amount of general changes, but they're not just small changes. They're actually pretty significant changes. There's just not that many of them. So the first thing is the courier cost is now reduced from 200 to 50 gold. Yes, a 150 gold decrease in the courier cost. Now, what is that going to mean for starting item builds? I'm going to have a video coming on that sometime tomorrow or maybe a couple of days. I want to see what the pros do first, or how they're experimenting. I want to experiment myself as well. But the courier used to be ridiculous, right? Used to cost 200 gold. If you're a support player, you bought the courier, you bought the wards, and you have no gold to spend. You have enough gold for tangos and clarity, and that's about it. It just feels real bad. But now you have enough gold for the courier. You can buy an orb of venom, you can buy a windlays, you can maybe buy boots. And again, I'm gonna have a full video on that. It's hard to just kind of imagine in your head what you can buy now without testing out yourself. So that's the first major change there, an overall major buff to supports in 7.09. Now, the second update, of course, is going to be the starting gold is going to be reduced slightly from 625 to 600 gold. That means that effectively, Ice Frog is nerfing everyone else except for the person who buys a courier. Because if you're the courier buyer, you're still getting 125 extra gold to work with. Whereas everyone else, they get 25 less. Now, in addition, tangos now come with 3 charges, and that costs 90 gold. And I did record this previously, and I just woke up, so it was kind of messy, and I thought tangos still cost 125 gold. No, they cost 150 now. So if you do the quick maths there, for one tango, it still costs the same. Because now it costs 180 gold for 6 tangos, whereas before it cost 150 for 5. And if tangos cost 300 gold for one charge, or not 300, 30 gold for one charge, you can see that the math, it adds up. And I did the math, I'm not crazy. So tangos actually don't change in gold at all, but you have to buy them in different packs. So they're in theory gonna cost more, but you're still getting the same value. So nothing too major there, but again, that is gonna change the starting item builds, and I will elaborate on that in its own separate video. Now, moving onward, there's gonna be the change to the initial bounty rune. That's the bounty rune that spawns at the start of the game. Initial bounty rune now only gives 40 gold, but it gives 40 gold to every hero on your team instead of just the 100 to the hero that picks it up. If you do the quick math there, that's 40 for each hero. That's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. That's 200 gold for picking up that rune. One rune. You pick up 2 runes, that's 400 gold for your entire team. 3 runes, 600 gold. That's pretty solid. And the bounty runes look slightly different. I just so happen to load up a game here so you guys can see. There's the bounty rune. I'm going to zoom out, see what it looks like. And it just looks like the bounty rune is Io. He's doing the Io cosplay, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, look. Check that out. I just noticed that. Killing a neutral camp stack now gives bonus 15% gold bounty to the hero that stacked it. Now, this is a little bit confusing, as it goes on to say that no bonus gold is given if the stack is cleared by an enemy or the hero that stacked it. But pretty much what this means is if you stack a camp, let's say you're a Crystal Maiden, and you're stacking Ancients for your Sven. If your Sven farms that Ancient stack, you're going to get the gold for each camp that you stack. Now, this doesn't actually include the initial camp, right? So let's say you're stacking an Ancient camp. You stack it once, you only get the initial gold for the camp that actually just spawned. The camp that was already there, you don't get the bonus gold for. And then you stack it again, you're going to get the bonus gold for the 2 camps that just spawned, but the first camp that was already there, you don't get the bonus gold for that. That's not how it works. So I can show you. It also plays a sound, so let me turn on audio for you guys. And I like how we can do this. I think I won't do the live anymore. If they're going to be this short, I'd rather go through it by myself and just make a cleaner video for you guys. I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys want to see my first impressions, as in literally the first time I see it, and it's going to result in a kind of a messier video, unless I like kind of edit a lot out. But then I just kind of get things wrong, because for some reason these patches always come out like right when I wake up. But let me just create a hero Sven. Where the heck? Why did he spawn here? Hello? Sven? I gotta level myself up now. I gotta make sure I don't... break the trees here. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh no, Sven. Sven, are you okay, buddy? Alright, I'll worry about leveling him up later. I just gotta stack first. So, I'm just gonna wait. So it also plays a sound. I didn't actually show that, but I'll show you the notes on that. But there's the sound that plays. It goes whoosh, like a little whooshing and ching noise. Now, you got Sven's not strong enough. Level bots 25. Alright, now he's a strong man. Let's give him some armor. Now, as he farms it, alright, a little bit rough here. I gotta make sure he gets the last hits. Notice I don't get any bonus from that. Notice that? Is he gonna die? Okay, he just failed there. I maybe should have given him some items. But if you notice there, I just got the gold when he killed the Thunderhides. I didn't get the gold when he killed the Prowlers, and that's because it only counts the stack camp. It's actually better that he died, so I can show you the buff. So when the camp is actually stacked, it also has a buff here. So you see it shows a little icon of an IO here, and it shows pretty much whoever stacked it. So it was Crystal Maiden, it would show Crystal Maiden. It was Sven himself, it would show Sven, right? Now, like let's say I kill this creep. Actually, it was definitely better that he died. So, crap. Oh, let's kill this one. This one's dangerous. Oh no, this one's still dangerous. So, if I kill it, I just get the regular gold. I don't get the bonus gold. And that was the camp that I stacked. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty clear. It wasn't the cleanest, but it so happened to work out somehow. So, we can see the eye here. New audio is now played once the stack is successful, and they have a buff. Now, did we check this eye? Yeah, we did check this eye. Now, moving onward, the tier 1 mid lane towers are now a bit closer to the river. Now, what does that mean? Check it out. Look at the tower ranges. Mid lane is very closed off. Like, extremely closed off. Like, for example, it used to meet about here. But now, the enemy walks onto your high ground at all, and they're just on the tower. This makes the mid tower a lot harder to not only gank in the early game, but also just to push. Because you walk on the high ground, you don't have much space to work with, right? You want to have the high ground vision, but like the support here, they need to stand. This is like so close tower range, and keep in mind, as a hero, you have +2 armor from the tower. See here? I get the tower protection. That was just recently increased. So I think mid lane is just a lot safer lane, and people are already playing around mid. And the 5 position is pretty much not even the safe lane support anymore. They're pretty much the mid support. So this is actually just going to further emphasize that type of gameplay, which is strange. Because now mid is not only harder to gank, it's just more like it's more incentive for support just to stay here because it's safer for them to be here. This is like, yeah, sure, this is nice for support, right? is nice to be here because you can like stack this, pull this, and stuff like that. But now that doesn't matter. You can stack the ancients, you can stack this, and you get gold from it later on when like your TA kills it or your SF clears a stack. You're getting like gold from that. You're getting experience there, and it's not viable to stack this camp because it's very easily stolen by a lot of heroes like Bat Rider, Underlord, you know, stuff like that. So if you just like kind of hold up shop in this mid area that where the tower is like really close by, you stack ancients, you place wards here, you farm them later, feels all great for support. So we'll see how that actually changes how the pros play, and I'll give you an update on that as well. Now this is the best change for all the update here. They removed a tree, guys. They removed a tree in the Radiant jungle, and it is the tree next to the blue crystals near the ancients, so somewhere right here. Who knows exactly where? I don't know why they removed that tree. What is actually reasoning behind it? They didn't give further information. They just said they removed the tree and they gave the relative position. Who knows what that means, guys? That might be the most game-breaking change of the update yet, but for some reason I don't think so. Now there's gonna be one last change, and it's gonna be the range creep. Attack acquisition range is going to be reduced from 800 to 600. Now you guys might not even know what this means, but pretty much all creeps including neutrals have an acquisition range. Now the range creep had 800, which was a lot higher than melee creeps, so it's melee lane creeps. And that's why if you notice, if you're like sitting in the trees, sometimes you aggro the range creep while the rest of the creeps, they just continue onward, and they go to the creep waves. And that's because you were within the range creeps acquisition range, but you weren't in the melee creeps. Now this only happened if the enemy had vision on you, so just a quick tip for you guys there. If that previously happened in the past, it means that the range creep or the enemy had vision of you, and that's why it aggroed you, because not only were you in its acquisition range, but you're also in vision, pretty much meaning that the enemy either had a ward, or you just actually being revealed by the creep wave, or there was like a bounty hunter or some type of invis hero on top of you, and that's why the range creep would aggro you. But now they reduced it from 800 to 600. I didn't actually check how this compares to the melee creep attack acquisition range, but I believe they're about the same now. I still think it's slightly more. Don't quote me on that. This isn't too significant of a change. Again, it's mostly gonna affect, you know, the range creep just randomly aggroing onto like maybe more inexperienced support players that don't know the exact acquisition range. That actually can ruin the lane. Like having the range creep on the enemy side attack you twice, and then you, even if you just de-aggro right after that, it's actually enough to potentially ruin the lane equilibrium. And I think this is a nice change, helps out. I think all these changes overall help out in terms of making supporting more accessible for like a player that's just trying to have fun, because like support is fun. Like, if you don't know, I am a support main. If you look at my previous games, I pretty much only play support. Oh, what the heck? Pretty much only play support, but it just wasn't as engaging. Let's say you're like a full 5 position. Like, even I avoided playing that. For me, I mainly played Chen because like I actually can not only farm, but I can do other things and kind of like sit there in lane and just babysit, or you know, stack occasionally. Now I mean, you're still stacking, you're still doing the same things, but you can have more variety, starting item builds, like mid lane's overall safer to hang around, you know, and you can stack there, makes real easy, you know, makes it so supports can rotate. Now keep in mind the bounty rune change as well. If your team gets the bounty rune at the start of the game, that's even more gold to work with, guys. That's more gold to work with as a support. This is just Ice Frog going, here you go. Yo, this Thursday, Chinese New Year. Happy New Year, supports. I know you're kind of the dog of the team, but it's the year of the dog, guys. You're gonna get extra gold for everybody, but mostly extra gold to the supports because of the courier reduction and the stacking. So, Gung Hei Fat Choi, I think that's Cantonese. I'm not Chinese. I look Chinese, but I'm actually Vietnamese. But this is gonna be it for this patch notes analysis video. Can I get a nice shot at the bounty rune again? Did the bounty rune change? Nope, still the IO cosplay. Alright, we also got the new IO cosplay bounty rune. That is pleasant, right? You gotta love that. But that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like down below if this video helped you out. I kind of broke down the update, explained everything in a way where a lot of players can understand, even if you're just getting into the game. And make sure you also subscribe, because I am making a video every 2 weeks when the update comes out, roughly within 30 minutes to an hour of the update coming out itself. So I'll see you all in the next video, where I'm going to be doing a full breakdown on the new potential for starting item builds, especially from the support position, where again you're not only having the extra gold from the courier being reduced in cost, but also extra 40 gold from the bounty runes. And if your team gets 2, that's decent amount to start with. You get 3, that's 120 gold to start with, extra 120 gold. So I'll see you all in the next video, and again, I hope you guys liked your stay at my YouTube channel, The Art of Dota, and I'll see you all later.